Hey everyone, welcome back to Max Solo Music. My name is Max, and in this video I'll take a look at the drive pedals collection by Vox Amps. I have all 4 Valve Energy pedals here: Copperhead Drive, Cutting Edge, Silk Drive and Mystic Edge. And the question I'm asking myself is, of course, what is the difference between these 4 pedals? So without further ado, let's find out. What's the deal with these Valve Energy pedal? What makes them special? Well, the thing is, they have a nutube inside, which is a tiny little vacuum tube developed by Korg some years ago. So you could also call them tube energy pedals. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to actually see the tube. We'll find out when we open the box. Also, it looks like they have multiple outputs or multiple types of output. A standard one, a line level preamp out, and an analog cap sim output. So you have some nice options here. Speaking of the price, yeah, these pedals are a little bit pricier than your regular overdrives and distortion pedals because of the tube inside, and the prices vary in total from 134 euros to 144 depending on the pedal. At Sweetwater, all pedals are 179.99. As always, I'll give you all the links below, and from all purchases made through those links, I'll be getting some small commission, which greatly supports my channel, so thank you for using my links. I've just realized I've never unboxed 4 pedals at once on this channel before, so it's the first. Let's open these boxes. A manual. Oh, these are the same. Yeah. So I can just show you one of them, which is in English. Whoa, it's a big one. And a few more languages, including Japanese, of course, because everyone can read Japanese. Unwrapping. Oh, that's it. Wow, it's pretty heavy. That's 2. Looks good. That's 3. And 4. Well, they really look pretty nice. Let's take a close look at one of them, since they all kind of have the same controls. Bass, middle and treble, volume and gain, a bright switch, foot switch, a window with display. We'll see what's inside later on. Input on the right, output on the left, power connector on the back, link, which is probably used to link multiple pedals together, and mode switch, standard, preamp, cab. I'll leave it in the standard mode for now. On the bottom, we have a battery compartment with a battery. Nice! Okay, but this still needs to be unpacked. Quick access, no screwdriver needed. Yeah, and the power supply it requires is a standard 9-volt center negative. The red pedal, the Mystic Edge, seems to be a Vox AC30 emulation, judging by the tone cut instead of the middle control. We'll see. I think I have a pretty good idea about what this pedal emulates. Not sure about these 2 yet, I need to hear them first, but I really like the look. All pedals have 2 rubber strips on the bottom, which makes them not slippery on the table surface. Yeah, just as I thought, the red pedal, the Mystic Edge, is the reproduction of Vox AC30. The Copperhead Drive, well, that was obvious. Cutting Edge has to be something like American High Gain-ish, and the Silk Drive generates smooth and natural overdrive of a boutique tube amp. Yeah, we'll find out what that means. The weight of Valve Energy pedals is somewhere between 350 and 360 grams. Or this much in pounds. Which is just about the same as a Metal Zone. And of course, much lighter than a Tube Screamer. And the size is almost identical to Walrus pedals, which means they're slightly bigger and taller than the pedals in the standard Hammond enclosure, like this one. If you want the exact measurements, here they are. And here are some more pedals to compare to. All Valve Energy pedals have active bypass. which means there is no direct signal flow between the input and the output of the pedal, and the sound goes through some active circuit, op amps, whatever. You could say each pedal has a built-in buffer, and that is confirmed by my standard measuring method that shows that there is some resistance between the input and the output, or in other words, no direct signal flow. That also means that for the simple sound test, we'll be listening to each pedal one by one instead of connecting them one after another, because in that situation it's going to be a buffer going into a buffer, going into a buffer, and so on. So the pedals will affect each other and the sound may slightly change. While the manual recommends using a 600 plus milliamps power supply, the real power consumption of all Valve Energy pedals is between 94 and 102 milliamps, which is higher than what ordinary drive and distortion pedals usually consume, because we have a nutube here, but it is still lower than the amount many digital pedals require. So a 150 milliamp power supply per pedal will totally do. Who wants to see the tube? Well, I do. Follow me. And as always, don't try this at home unless you really know what you're doing. Yeah, there's a lot going on inside. I'm not sure I feel like going any further. I must say this is beautifully engineered. Yeah, there it is, the Korg nutube. For the first demonstration, I will activate the built-in cabinet simulation. I'm curious what it's capable of. Silk drive stays clean until the gain knob reaches 2 o'clock or so, and then you can get some distortion out of it. Having the bright switch engaged feels like if there was a treble booster in front of the amp. Yeah, this one can get really bright. It also has a plenty of gain. Edge is the most aggressive out of all Valvenergy pedals. I cannot really tell what the type knob does. It definitely does something, but it's kinda hard to figure out what exactly. Let's switch to the preamp mode and listen to what this pedal sounds like through some proper impulse responses. In the bypass mode, the controls do not affect the sound at all, so it is not a clean channel, it is a bypass. And for the final round, I'll switch into the standard mode and go into the front of a real big tube amp, Vox AC30. I now have linked these two pedals using an additional cable, and every time I press a foot switch on one of them to turn it on, the other pedal turns off automatically, like so. If I want to turn off both of them, I just have to press the foot switch one more time. Well, that's it for today. Each of these pedals is good for certain things. These two are definitely rock oriented, while this one is clean and the edge is definitely a high gain pedal. If I had to pick the favorite one, I'll probably take this one and maybe one of these two, the golden one or the red one. Probably this one because of the AC30 sound. So yeah, these are Vox Valvenergy pedals. Links below, check them out. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my future videos someday soon. Goodbye everyone.